Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video I will try to show you few things regarding the 3D view and how to export a PDF 3D document for using to present your project to other colleagues from other departments, from mechanical departments or from project management and so on, and also to have this document included in your manufacturing files and your documentation. For this presentation I will use one project that I took from GitHub for this demonstration. It's called the microphone array. We will switch to the 3D view hitting 3 key from the keyboard, and as you can see our board it's flipped to the other side. So for this we'll press shortcut V flip board and our board will came back. V flip board, our board we flip to the bottom side, and V flip board, the board is on the top side. When we press the shift button from the keyboard, this sphere will appear, and always follow the arrows and the dot. For example, if we want to move on the right side, go on the right arrow and press right click and move this arrow to the right or to the left. If we want to move on the top arrow, we will select this arrow with right click, always be over the arrow. For example, we are here, we press shift and right click, and now we can move the sphere in this direction. If we want to move on the left side, we will select left side arrow and also the same procedure like before. And in this way you can easily have a control of the board, because sometimes this view is not user friendly if you are not very careful with these arrows. And if you simply press shift and go outside of the board and press here right click and try to move it, you don't have a proper control of the board, because you don't know exactly how to move it and how to put it back. You can also use it like this, but if you zoom a little bit and you follow always this arrow, this 3D view from Altium, it's very easy to for use. And to be user friendly, please always take care about this sphere and the arrow from the sphere. And we have few commands for this view, so we can go or here to this tab view. For example, if our board remain in this position and we want to fit the document, we can press VF VF, and our board will come back to this view. If we want to switch back to 2D mode, we hit 2 key, and as we already talked at the beginning on this of this video, we will try to generate a special document that it's called PDF3D, and I will select for this demonstration the desktop for saving, and now we start the export of our PCB into PDF. To use this PDF, the 3D PDF, first time you must to enable and trust this document. And now press here, click, and we have our PCB and our board also available in this PDF that can be easily used. And here on the left side you can select some components or simply deselect the models. For example, if you deselect all of this, everything will disappear. But if you deselect only components, and the 3D model will disappear. And as you can see, we can see the footprint of the components, and we can easily check how it looks, and we can present with this document also for the people who are not allowed to use Altium or some programs to open the step file or something like this. And sometimes it's easy to use this PDF 3D model to present our work to other colleagues and other guys from other departments, from mechanical departments and so on. If we want to turn off the board, we can also turning from this board and remain only with the copper and our components. If we want to deselect the nets, we have also possibility, and also the silk. The silk is the text that appear uh, on our PCB, and we can also turning off some of them one by one or all of them. Okay, we have this PDF 3D, the 3D PDF, and if we want to create a 3D model of our board, we have a simple method. We can go directly to File, Export, and here we have this format step 3D. I will select this step file, I will save it. Okay, this this file that was generated, you can use, and you can give this file to other departments. For example, for mechanical departments, when they want to create a housing or an adaptation for our PCB, because in some companies they have separate departments for layout, for mechanical, and for the system, and for testing, and so on. And in this situation, you have this 3D model, and you can give to the mechanical department to use in SolidWorks or in AutoCAD or other CAD programs to fit our board inside of a housing or inside of a custom component. And sometimes you can also simply check in our Altium, we can edit the 3D body, and I will select this microphone array step file. And maybe sometimes when we have two PCBs one over the others, the stacking PCB that are connected one over the other, you can simply bring your PCB in Altium and to compare with the other PCB that will be placed over. So in this case we have this model, and when we switch to the 3D, you can see we have two models. This with green color, all over green, it's our 3D model, and this from the right side, it's our PCB. So sometimes you can put one over the other to check if you have some holes that will be connected together via screws or some SLT pins or stifflight pins, or I don't know, header or connector with housing and so on. You can place it one over the other. You can reset the error markers from here, and you can simply bring one of the PCB a little bit up, and now you can compare these two boards. When you have some holes and you have two PCBs with the same shape and this will be connected together. You can simply put one over the other and you can check the holes and if everything are in the correct position and respect the minimum distance, and everything is okay and you don't have any issues relating the collisions or the clearance of the components. I hope this information was very useful for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope we will see in the next videos. Bye bye.